All right, here's the little ticket for now. Let's check out this little dashboard real quick. Nice. You can get a little, very quiet. Little inline 2, 399cc, same as my little Ninja 400. Oh, look at that. Straight flat foot, this little guy. Interesting little mirrors. Definitely can actually see out of the mirrors. That's cool. All right, those are big old goofy looking ears right there. Very functional though. That's cool. So this should be fun. A pretty cool little demo ride out here. These guys definitely make it fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a neat little briefing. A lot of fun. Good crew. Oh man, what a comfortable little riding position. This is good shit. Not bad at all. Oh, look at the maneuverability of this thing. Jesus. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, this feels exactly like my Ninja 400. You can't beat them. They're such a good little bike. I can totally flat foot the hell out of it. That's actually a really neat looking little dashboard. I mean, I could see putting the mirrors maybe on the handlebars would be pretty cool. I've never been a fan of these big goofy looking mirrors, but they are very... Oh, she's peppy. Nice. So really kind of interested to see what the suspension's going to be like. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact bike as the Ninja 400. The forks are not inverted. Got these nice hard tires on it. Hopefully these things warm up. We do get to go on a twisty road here, which should be pretty cool. Yeah, even like the front lights actually look good. Like the turn signals, they don't look all goofy and retarded. They do bounce around, which is kind of weird, but they actually look clean. Like this bike has got a good, nice design to it. We got a gas gauge on here. That's super cool. A temperature gauge, gear select indicator. Not much more you could ask for on here. Let's see. Oh, you do have to touch buttons on the dash, which I'm not a fan of. I definitely got spoiled with my R7 that it actually has... It has the actual adjustments or things that you can mess with here on the handlebar, which is super cool. So yeah, so let's get. I guess we're getting in straight onto the freeway. I mean, the pickup on this bike is pretty decent. I mean, you really would be surprised getting on a 400 how much fun you can have. I could see like a little Puig windscreen right here. This thing would be freaking dope. This is such a comfortable, neat little experience, guys. This might be one of my next bikes for sure. Just for like a little commuter to and from work. Hell yeah. And they're so inexpensive, guys. The handlebars are pretty high. Maybe they're a little lower than I had expected for like a little sport naked. It almost feels like they're the same height as like the Ninja 400 is, but I know that's probably not true since it's an actual bar. 400 just has the clip-ons on top of the triple tree. It's a little strange, but just how they designed the 400. Yeah, see, there's a little grunt in there. So I'd say the most obvious thing would be ergos here. Like, how does this feel? I'm sitting very much inside of this motorcycle. I'm not sitting on top of it like I would be if it was like my R7. I'd say where the foot pegs are, they're a little bit farther back than I had expected them to be. But I mean, they're like straight down under my ass, which is super cool. It's interesting on how it feels. What is cool, these bikes do have slipper clutches. So for being a beginner bike, slipper clutches, I love having a slipper clutch. That was probably one of the scarier things for me on my CBR 600 when I first bought it. No slipper clutch. You're hauling ass and you want to downshift some gears, you will just lock up that rear tire, and this bike won't do that to you. So that's freaking cool. I feel that clutch, like there's nothing to it. Like you could just hold this clutch all day. Yeah, same little grunt I remember from the Ninja 400. Tons of fun. Guarantee this thing needs a slipper or a clutch upgrade like I did with my Ninja 400. That was one of the first things that I did, was get rid of that clutch slipping on you, because if I was to get this thing pretty hard in corners, or at least my Ninja 400, I would just feel that clutch slipping and sliding and your engine would rev, but you wouldn't go any faster. But it was only a $30 fix and pretty damn easy to do, so I don't count that as a huge negative. That's a simple fix. And really, if you're not riding this bike that hard, you're not even gonna notice it. It's not gonna happen. So, but man, is this not comfortable? I could honestly ride this thing for hours. I'm so used to my super sports, you know, where where you're pretty much just totally uncomfortable all the time. I love my super sports, but man, you gotta learn how to dance and be comfortable. You don't have to do that on this bike. I could just sit here, ride, nice and comfortable. And really, can you beat the price of this bike? I mean, come on, this thing is cheap as crap. I mean, the suspension definitely leaves a little bit to be desired for sure. It's not an inverted fork. It is it's a little squishy. It's a little firmer than I was thinking it was gonna be, but it is not adjustable, so it kind of is what it is. I mean, with it being a little bit more squishy, I would see myself riding this off-road a little bit more. Maybe not like go dirt biking with it, but I'd have no problem taking a bunch of dirt roads and not really caring about it, just having fun, versus my 636. I get on a dirt road and I'm just like, oh god, you know. Or my R7, you gotta be a little more careful on a dirt road. This just feels like you would just go hooligan and play, you know. That's kind of like what this bike's all about. Just have some fun. Yeah, that friggin' pothole I just ran over, I barely even felt it. So nice squishy ass suspension. Yeah, the smile factor is definitely there. Even it's a little tiny bike, but who cares, guys? These little bikes are so much more fun on the street. You just go play and have fun. Brakes. Yeah, brakes are a little... Yeah, you see that dive that I'm getting with that front brake? So that's definitely like a negative, you know, that's the crappy part about this suspension, you know, is you're gonna get it's gonna be comfortable to ride around, but when you grab that front brake, it just dives. But those little whoops right there, oh, fucking comfortable, man. Yeah, she feels nice. Super flickable. And I'd love to just wheelie this thing, but or at least try. I'm not a big wheelie guy, but I wouldn't mind seeing if I could double clutch this thing up pretty good for you guys. But I don't want to get in trouble. I want to ride more bikes today. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this little Z400? I think it's pretty neat, honestly. I would love to have this. I would totally rock this as a commuter. Put some bags on the back of it. Definitely put a little windscreen on there, so it would make at least the freeway speeds a little more enjoyable. So it was pretty cool. I didn't realize that to get a demo day, the dealership actually has to pay for it to come out here, which is kind of interesting. And that's pretty neat that Santa Maria Kawasaki paid and got this team out here so that we could get on some bikes and ride, because like I said, you don't get to demo bikes. You get to, you know, watch YouTubers talk about bikes, and sometimes they're good reviews, sometimes they're bad reviews, and sometimes you can interpret what they're saying and their fun factor, and sometimes you just can't. So it's really neat that they are providing these demo days and have gone out of the way to get that going. So thank you, Santa Maria Kawasaki, freaking badass. So let's see with the slipper clutch how the short shifting is. Oh yeah, short shift's good. Let's see if we can blip her down. Yeah, I can blip her down too. That slipper clutch is definitely nice in the bike. Oh, yep. And just run over all the bumps. You good? It handles it so well. So there's a good trade-off, you know. You think, oh well, the suspension sucks, man. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if all you're doing is hooliganing and screwing around, and you're not trying to drag your knees around corners, like, it's fine. It's actually fun because it takes all these bumps. It's not slamming your back. Cool little route they chose too. Yeah, plenty of get up and go. I'm only giving her like freaking a quarter throttle too. She's got plenty. So I don't know, who do I think this bike is for? I guess it's probably the best one. And honestly, I'd say a beginner bike, 100% across the board. This is straight beginner bike. In fact, I'd almost say it's a little bit better of a beginner bike than that Ninja 400 I had prior. And the only reason for that is it's an upright, comfortable seating position. So you're not worried about, you know, being uncomfortable and moving around to make yourself comfortable while riding. I mean, that's just another distraction as a new rider you don't need. You need to be able to just get on here, easy to ride, soft clutch, decent working brakes. They're not crazy. They're not going to totally grab on you. You got ABS on here, so that's super safe. And like I said, that slipper clutch makes it super safe. So for sure, it is definitely beginner market. But unlike the 300s or the 250s, you're gonna ride this for a little bit while. Like, I've been riding for years and I would love to have this little bike. this is a lot of fun. It doesn't have to be my primary bike. It could be a nice backup where you just go have fun with it, or use it as a commuter bike. Save my R7 for riding on the back roads and having fun. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting some speed in here. So at 70 miles an hour, finally getting some freeway speeds here, guys. It is not even struggling riding this. So unlike like my little 250L, it's a smaller bike, obviously. It's only a 250. It does not handle the freeway. Something like this, it handles it great. Like maybe a 300 can't do, you know, 70 miles an hour comfortably because it's too high in the rev range, or it just doesn't have the balls to actually pass a car. This thing still has grunt left to get moving. So that's definitely what I liked about my Ninja 400. It was a fantastic bike, loved it. I think I would enjoy this more just simply because it's just a different style of bike. It's more fun to just kind of be on this little cruiser and have a good time versus always being in that position of attack, ready to hit some corners when yeah, you're just commuting to work or hooliganing around the city, you know. So I like it a lot. So hopefully this video was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. I am definitely having a good time on this little bike. I think I'm gonna go ride a 650. I've always wanted to try one of the 650s. I've never really liked a Ninja 650, but I think that little Z650 would be kind of neat because it's another upright sport naked, but it's gonna have a little more balls than this one, and it should be a good fun. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please just hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps the videos immensely, and I'll see you guys next week.